So today we have Leela from Human Resources. She has worked in Human Resources for 22 years. So please tell us about your initial years. Where did you study and what courses did you take?
Sure. So, Johan, I studied a course which is called Masters in Personnel Management, and it's from Symbiosis Institute of Business Management, which is based in Pune. So, it's the top 10 business management schools in India, and this was way back in 93. I'm a 93, 95 pass out.
Okay. So what motivated you to choose your passion?
All right. So during those days, human resources, this function was pretty new. It was upcoming, and at that time, I met with a mentor, or rather, I met with a person who was already in human resources in HR in a very large company. In fact, with Unilever, you've heard of Hindustan Unilever,
Yeah.
and I just had like a very not meaning to, but I had a very brief like a conversation, and I understood what the function was about, dealing with people, with policies, with processes, and it appealed to me. And that's when I also found out that Symbiosis had their entrance exams, and that's when I went and approached and took the exam.
So you worked for Hindustan Unilever.
No, I didn't work. The person that I met, he was a friend's older brother, was in this profession.
Okay.
So by
So
talking to someone, I got more clarity because you see, in those days, there wasn't too much coaching, counseling, career counseling. It was just like you speak to someone and someone says, "Oh, why don't you become a teacher? Why don't you become a doctor? Why don't you become a lawyer?" Very limited options. And because I had taken up arts in my field, I come from a family of doctors and I'd taken up arts, so the options are very limited. You can either do psychology, you can be, or you can do become a teacher. You then need to do like your teacher course. And HR was an upcoming field at that point of time, or rather, not everybody knew about it. It used to be called personnel management.
okay.
I, so I happened to speak to a friend's older brother, and he said it's a good line, and I'm in this company, and this is what I do, and it appealed to me.
Okay. So what skills should someone have to succeed in your field?
Okay, so I would say just not in my field, but in all fields, any kind of a corporate field, I think you need to have a good attitude, number one. You should not be saying no to a job. Okay, you should accept whatever jobs that you get your way and learn from the jobs. So a good attitude with a good learning and curiosity is important. Okay? The second is, um, when you are performing the job, you should be you should know what the end result is. Okay? You should know what is the final outcome, what is the expectation of the final outcome, and then you should focus on that job. So it is naturally the attitude, the learning curiosity, okay, and also the understanding what is the expectation of the end result. What do you need to finally achieve?
So how do you measure success?
I would measure success, especially corporate success in a corporate setup. I would measure it by um, whether the person has got things done. Okay. And let me tell you a very simple formula in order to achieve success. Performance, right? Performance is a good performance is good success. And performance is made out of three parameters. What do you need to achieve? Why do you need to achieve the purpose of it? And how are you going to achieve it?
Okay.
So it's a
So
combination of what, how, and why.
so what guidance do you have for those who are looking to pursue a similar career?
Okay. First and foremost, they need to understand. I would say that they should intern, and because your generation and of course the previous generations have had a lot of opportunity to intern, so I think internship is number one. Okay, you get into any kind of a mid-size organization through your college, okay, and do an internship. And look, maybe your project, your internship project, may be a very okay project, but make sure that you have like a little questionnaire, add in another project which is a questionnaire, so that through that questionnaire you understand what are the various jobs in a company, what are the types of roles and responsibilities,
Okay.
and meet people so you understand what their roles are, and that will help you decide, am I aligned to this type of role?
Okay.
For example, in my own role, human resources, it's very important that you have a good sense of discipline, okay, and you have a good sense of determination, okay. Naturally, for all jobs, you need discipline, okay, but self discipline is very important in the HR field, okay. And although, yes, it is a people management job, so you naturally need to also like to engage with people, okay. However, I have seen over the years through technology, okay, over the years through technology, um, it is technology has replaced the people, you know, the people intervention, the people interaction.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Smita. Thank you for your input.
All right, is that it?
Yeah.
Hey, most welcome.